Hey there guys, how you doing? This is ice9 and this is the last one guys. I am hanging it up, but doing one more Madden Mobile video here for you guys. And we're going to do a little bit of gameplay. Hopefully it won't be too laggy with the screen recorder going. But we will just see. So I'm going to take 208 Pursuit here. And we'll see how we do on my last drive. 208 Pursuit? Was that the name? Okay. I don't know if it's a police thing or what that is. I have no idea, but I'm going to play him. And the last time going through. Pretty good league. Not a real high ranking. They might be starting off again. Not sure what's going on. But we'll kind of see how I do here. And I'm playing as the Patriots. Cran in our league had us optionally set our teams to the team that we're rooting for in the Super Bowl. I know a lot of people hate the Pats, but it'd be cool to see them make a little bit of history. So start off with a little running play here. And I'm going to try spread FL drag. It is uncountered. Not too much yards after the catch. I'm going to try my luck here with Y stick. That's a counter look. Hopefully not a critical. And on that one, I just kind of stand in the pocket and let the ball go. If the quarterback doesn't move too much, he seems to complete it. And that was a medium and a softie. Okay, so what do we do here? More short passing game, empty trips. Wait for the clear out to Bo Jackson. And game hasn't changed too much since last year. No catch. No catch. All right, motion cross. That might be a counter. And it may not be. There we go. So there's a touchdown on the cross. Definitely check out Adam's videos on motion cross. There's a couple good reads on that one. And the counter look. Let's see if I can get the conversion anyways. All right, they get all piled up. And I get a league tournament drive. Bonus for my last time. And handing over the keys to the team to Papa Raider. So that's pretty cool for him. I'm excited for him. Even though I won't be around to really see him enjoy it. I'm leaving the game behind. And running another drive here. It hasn't been too laggy actually. With this LG phone, it's usually been pretty bad. But today it's not particularly bad at all. This guy gifted me the kicks to the end zone. And my girlfriend getting a hold of me there. Oh, he's multitasking. That's my life these days. Part of the reason. Oh, that one truck. Just mistimed it. That would have been it. That would have been the long touchdown run. It is a little bit freezy. I could always blame it on that, right? And not much to do about that. That was just a flat shit drop. And that happens a lot this year. Don't drop it again. I will be angry. Don't ruin my last drives with BS drops. And that was a lot of heat. That was a lot of heat. Didn't really engage the tackle right there. I don't always do that right, Adam style. That was just a lot of heat. Okay, that might be a counter look. Doesn't look like it is. Wait for the clear out. Get the first down. Now what are we going to do? And actually we're going to try this. That was dangerous, but there. Bo fighting for some yards. And try the Y stick. And counter look again. Oh! And that 11%er again. I thought I had that one. I should have lofted it, perhaps. Yeah, I should have lofted it, and I might have had it, but I had to do things kind of quickly. I did not have to throw that pick, but oh, soft counters. What are you going to do? That sucked. I really wanted to go out with 24, but, doesn't always happen. Bad choice. 11% soft counter. That's Madden Mobile. Gotta try to get another one for the guys here. See if I could get that nice big long run again. Might actually try another running play too. Because he does seem to be somewhat... Let's see. That might be a counter. Ugh. Alright. Spread FL drag. Try to get some YAC out of it. No. Good tackle. And we'll try Y stick here. Even though I've had no luck missing the counters with that one. And breaks a tackle. And what do I want to do here? Go with the motion cross again, even though I wanted it. If I got within the 20, it's a good play for that. That is tight but fronted and no catch in traffic. Always seems to trail. If you give him enough time to clear out, that trailing defender never makes the tackle. So pretty good yards after the catch. Strong IFB middle. We're going to go to the tight end on that one. And trips wide receiver corner. Double coverage over there, but playing in his own. Oh, he is fighting. Oh, look at Graham. Thanks for making my last time somewhat enjoyable, but another counter. Let's see if they get all stacked up again. They do. And we run in for the conversion. So there's 16 points, a really bad pick that I didn't need to throw on a countered play, which I knew it was a counter. I just always try to get it off and try not to take the sack. So that's it. And all that's left to do is just unlink this for my Facebook account and hand the keys over to Randy. A couple other things I'll do for him first. Got to do the league survival drives. I'll do that for our league and etc. And in our league here that I've been a part of, we come to play MMO. We do need some members. We're talking about doing a merger right now, but we do have a feeder and we are looking for new members. As people, such as myself, drop out of the game. And you could see, guys, all right, so, my last video for Madden Mobile, and who knows? I mean, there's definitely a chance this would be my last video on YouTube altogether. I haven't done any videos for any other games that I've played. So this might be it, but I want to give a shout out to my league, Fletch, Ohio, NIN, Laser, Junebug, J-Weave, Axe, Cran, our commissioner. He's a great guy. He's done a really good job with our league, for sure. he's really made it, my job since becoming an admin in this league's been easier. And it's not due to my league that I'm quitting this game for sure. Quip, who's a newer player, and then Papa Raider, who's getting my team, and I've played with him for over 2 years now. Just a great friend. He's been great. A great guy to me. RD Local, who's been with us for a while. LDB, Tang, Truth, Mark, gonna miss you, buddy. Same with you, Pat. Steeler Pat there. Bum Slayer, that's a guy who's quit. Crane's kind of using his team, or actually the team got handed over to somebody else. There's Scott, who's been awesome. Gonna miss you, buddy. You Manglang and Ox and Double J and Said. Guys some of these guys been with me a long time, and I'm definitely gonna miss these guys. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And in terms of this game, I know that a lot of my videos, especially since really the Moss card came out last year, a lot of my videos have been very, very negative and criticizing EA. I do have to give a shout out to EA. They've made a game that's kept me playing for all 4 seasons, and playing in a league is definitely the best experience and the best part of playing this game in general. So definitely have appreciated the game that they've had and offered. In terms of what I think, there's a lot of reasons that I'm quitting playing, and it's not just because of EA and auction house bans and auction house control and bans and different things that they've done. It's not because of that. They've attempted to clean up the game as best as they think they can at certain points. So it's more than maybe some other game companies would do, for sure. Really, for what it comes down to me is, this game and my lifestyle and what I'd like to do. And when you look at this game, if you really want to compete at a high level, it does require quite a bit of time, and or money. And for me, I've had a little bit more of the money than the time this year. I haven't had the time to really grind on things like I would want to. Also, part of it is because of EA has increasingly made live event, the rewards have not always been as good, and the promos have been difficult to do. And then, as I've mentioned before, one of the things about this is when you've been playing this game as long as I have, grinding on a promo and spending all the time and possibly money and resources to get a player that you're not going to end up having at the end of the year, and you may very well not end up having for more than a couple months, is, it's something that gets older and older to me. And, EA sets the expectation. This is what it's going to take to compete in this game. There's no doubt that the game has become more pay to win. They hook you in. It's a freemium game. You can play for free. Like Fletch here, he's got the best team in our league, and he hardly spends any money at all. And he does just a great job working the auction house, which you can still do. For me, that's never been... Actually, I can't say it's never been enjoyable, but because really the first and second season, it was more enjoyable. It was less so last year. It started to become less so. And really, when I look at that and I kind of look at why the game has become less enjoyable in all of its aspects, there's really more in this game now. You've got the weekend tournaments. You have a lot of rewards for a lot of things, which kind of contradicts what I said, that the rewards aren't as good. But, that said, a lot of the promos are more difficult. The Super Bowl promo, though, seems to be pretty seems to be much, much easier than a lot of the previous promos to get the good stuff from, which is a good thing. In my case, though, it's too late. As far as for me, I can say more than anything else, my lifestyle and my life is the reason that this game doesn't work for me anymore. I haven't been too happy with the business model too and the way that they do business. Much rather have a game where I spend the money up front. I know when I'm spending, I know the content I get. And, the games like I've mentioned before, the Fallouts and Skyrims and games like that, kind of the older model of video games that has not really translated into the mobile era per se. Games like Fallout and Skyrim, you buy the game, you maybe buy some pretty reasonably priced expansion packs, and you get a lot of content for your money, and you get to keep that copy. I mean, you get a digital copy of it, but you get to keep that. There's no reset. There's no extras that they try to go after. So that's part of it. But also one of the things about a game like this, it's mobile. The big thing that's appealing about it is that it's portable. And you could take it with you wherever you go. You could, play a live event here and there when you're on break from work. You can play live events when you're waiting to go somewhere. You could do all this. And that type of thing doesn't work for me anymore. Not on a recreational level. And there's Poperator. Get rid of that notification here. It doesn't work for me anymore in terms of, I want to be engaged in what I'm doing at that particular time. I'm at work, then I'm at work, and I work a lot of hours. I've been working a lot of overtime, working hard. When I'm with my girlfriend, I'm with my girlfriend. I don't want to be distracted. Sometimes these types of games cause problems with that type of thing. If you're playing a game like this, the most fun thing about it is right here. It's in league play, especially when you're playing with a great bunch of guys like I have been. I really have been. It's really kept me going. You want to compete. You want to play well for your team. And the thing for me is to really keep up on it has become very difficult. It's difficult for me to play as much as I really need to get really, really play at a high level. And at a certain point, you say, okay, I'm going to take a step back and just try to play more recreationally. But you're playing in a league and you want to play well in a league. And, for me, it's just a matter of, we're supposed to play games. They're supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to be another stressful thing in our lives. And I can't totally say that EA isn't responsible for some of that stress in the game, but, it's a competitive environment. And I just feel like, I'm not the type of person who could just go into something like this and just not give what I think is my full effort. And also, what am I getting back out of it? Am I just competing? Is it just something to do? Is it something I'm used to doing? And how much of it is gratifying and enjoyable? And, that's an easy question for me. And for me, it's not as fun as it used to be. And it just comes to the point where it's time, that we move on. We do other things in our lives. We see what other endeavors that we could get into. And this is all about choice. This is not about just, whining about EA in my last video or anything like that. It was my choice to play this game. It's been my choice to spend the money, the time, and the effort that I've spent on this game. This has all been my choice. And, it's my choice to walk away. I feel like I'm walking away on my own terms I can't even say, even though it's a dumb mobile video game, what I've gained from the experience of playing this game. In terms of things I found out about competition, which some of the things that I knew before from playing COD4 and Quake 2 and 3 and etc., but learned a little bit more about competition, about leadership, about how to deal with people to a certain extent. The various many things that I've learned from these guys in my league and others that I haven't mentioned, the GACs and ATIVs and all the guys in the DEA chat, who I've talked to, Poots and Adam and everybody else who I've chatted with over time and really enjoyed. I've really enjoyed this game. And, so it's not like the type of thing where I could say, don't play this game. You just, it's choices. We know what we're getting into and then we move on. So I am excited. I'm not sad at all leaving this team behind. At least I'm leaving it in good hands with Randy. And it's been fun building the team from year to year. Oh, that Patriots sign there. It's just, wow. It's just crazy to look at instead of my normal Bears thing. Cool cards like this Carmichael card, is 6'8" wide receiver, has been pretty good. And, but the team, and even though I've got a pretty good team, and that hasn't been the main reason to keep me coming back. It's been league play, and I'm sorry, to go in the middle of the season. I was going to try to make it to the end of the season. That our league is making a push, and I wanted to be on board for that. It's just a matter of it's time for me. The game is just not as enjoyable as it used to be. I don't need another job. I already have one. I already have responsibilities. So for me, going into a game that's more touristy, like a Fallout, where I could just go and play wherever I want, where I could dedicate the time to that, instead of constantly digging into other time where I should be doing other things, not constantly distracted. And, I got to do this drive, and, I got to do this thing, and, I got to talk to this person, etc. Even though I've liked talking to people, it's just really hard to juggle all these things at one time. So that's basically it, I couldn't say if somebody were to ask me on the street or online or whatever the case, should I play Madden Mobile? I would say definitely give it a try. I would make them aware of certain things about the game, that it is a little bit pay to win. I think that has been definitely a factor in my decision here, but it's really not the main factor. The main factor for me is just doesn't work for my life anymore. Got to make choices. Got to make decisions. So that is what it's all about, guys. Just wanted to wrap everything up here. And all my fans on YouTube, I've appreciated you guys too and appreciated your support and your input. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.